Dr. Lewis, Gloucester, April the 2nd. Doctor, the pills are good for nothing. Why will you always be so positive? Please send me another prescription. I am still as tortured in my limbs as if I'd been broken on the wheel. Indeed, I am equally distressed in mind as I am in body. And as if I had not plagues enough of my own, those children of my dead sister have left me as a perpetual source of vexation. A ridiculous incident that happened yesterday to my niece Lydia has so disordered me that I can already feel another fit of gout coming on. So tomorrow morning I shall set out for the hot well at Bristol in search of a cure. Tell Barnes to sell the corn off to the poor at a shilling a bushel below market price. Let Morgan's widow have the Alderney cow and 40 shillings to clothe her children. But don't say a word to anybody. Forgive all this trouble, Lewis. From your affectionate friend, Matthew Bramble.
To Mrs. Gwilym, housekeeper at Brambleton Hall, Gloucester, April the 2nd. Mrs. Gwilym, when you receive this, will you immediately pack my spare trunk with the following articles? My rose-coloured negligee with green robins, my black velvet suit with the short hoop, my blue quilted petticoat, and the little box with my jewels. Williams should bring the trunk immediately to Bristol, together with a vial of Chowder's laxative. The poor little dog has been terribly constuperated ever since we left home. And keep a good eye on Brambleton Hall while the family is absent. Let there be a fire constantly kept in my brother's chamber and mine. Put a padlock on the wine cellar and make sure that none of the men have access to strong beer. Also keep an eye on the maids. I know that Mary Jones loves to be romping with the men. No more at present. Yours, Tabitha Bramble. Oh, P.S. Let me know if the Alderney calf is sealed yet and what it brought.
To Mary Jones at Brambleton Hall, Gloucester, April 2nd. Dear Mary, heaving this importunity, I send my love to you and Saul, and hoping that you and he will take my poor kitten to bed with you this cold weather. You will never believe this. We've all been in such a take-in here, but the young master caught Miss Lydia about to run off with one of the actors from the playhouse. The two men would have done each other an injury if the squire hadn't called the mayor and had them bound over. The mistress told me not to speak a word of the matter to a single soul, so of course no more I shall. Then, as if things couldn't get worse, Chowder was attacked by a butcher's dog, which sent the mistress into asterisks. And John Thomas got a fit of the sulks, because the squire gave away an old coat to a poor man, and John says that's robbing him of his park receipts. We are off to the hot well tomorrow, where I shall drink your health in a glass of water. Your humble servant to command, Winifred Jenkins.
To Sir Watkin Phillips, Bart, Jesus College, Oxford, Gloucester, April 2nd. Dear Phillips, I am writing to you sooner than I had expected, in the hope that you can quash any idle rumours concerning a foolish quarrel in which I was involved on account of my sister Liddy. She has been at boarding school here, and when I came to collect her, I found that her lack of experience had exposed her to the attentions of a person who had seen her at a play. By the purest chance, I intercepted one of his letters and immediately sought him out to tell him exactly what I thought of his behaviour. The spark did not like my style, and though of course he was far from being a gentleman, he became so energetic that I was forced to treat him as an equal. There was some amount of noise, and I believe a sword and a pistol were mentioned, which resulted in the justice being called, and my uncle insisting we leave for Bristol tomorrow. His mood is so sour that I'm tempted to renounce all claim to my inheritance rather than keep him company. Remember me to Griffey Price, Gwyn, Mansell, Bassett, and all the rest of my Cambrian companions. Salute the bedmaker for me. Your affectionate friend, Jerry Melford.
To Miss Letitia Willis, Mrs. Jerome's house, Gloucester, April the 3rd. Dear Letty, I am in such a fright, lest this letter should not reach you safely by Jarvis the carrier, and I beg you to write to me directly on receipt of it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?